Well, here we are. It is May the 8th, and what is it, about 4:30 right now? I just got back from seeing Debbie. I left there about 11 o'clock. I've been resting, and then I've been thinking about how I was going to do this mini split. And originally, I thought I was going to put it right above well, you can't see it on this side, but you see this uh, level right here, right above that, but on this side over here. But then I got to thinking I would have to put a 3-inch hole through the concrete block. But so I could go over top of it where the peak is, and that is just, uh, you know, plywood up there on studs, and I put the insulation up there. But the only problem is, you'll see right here. See where I got the ladder right there? Well, I have to move the ladder back a little bit. See this stuff right here? Right there is where straight up that I'm going to have to put it. Because I have two studs up there. I got to shade this. I got a 2x4 and it looks like a 2x3 up there. I could put a brace going across both of those and then be able to mount that bracket up on there, and then just get the ladder from right here and just flip it up over top of it, and then I'd be able to drill a hole going through right there, and approximately right about is where my electrical is coming in. So I could bring it straight down, and my condenser for the main air conditioner is that way. And I just ordered some brackets for it, or a bracket for it from Amazon. I'll mount it off the ground, but right next to where the condenser is for my main air conditioner. And about the same level, I'll have the top of that the same level as the top of the other one. So it'll be, about this height right here. So I just have to come down and just come over just a little bit like that. No big deal. And that's a lifesaver there, that I can just go right there, go through the plywood, and then bring it straight down instead of having to cut through concrete block, a 3-inch hole, because you got the two refrigerant lines and then the signal line, and then I'll just have to pick up power, and I have power right here, a receptacle for the garage door. I could just bring it straight on over and plug it into there. I'm hoping that I wonder if the garage door is 15 amp or 20 amp. Let me check on the panel over here. I could check over here real quick. Every freaking breaker in here is 20 amps, so that's good. Garage door is 18 right there. So that's a 20 amp breaker right there. So, all right. So that's what it requires. And I still got another breaker down underneath it. So, all right. So we're in good shape here. So we got the 20 amp. I'll just have to run a cord. I think, I'm not sure what the wattage is. All the videos I watch says use a 20 amp circuit. So let me check the specifications on it to see how many amps it really is. I got it right here. Okay, I got it set up right now. So let's see what we got here. Here we go. So here's the wall bracket that I got for the, this is for the outside, the condenser outside. So last purchase May 10th. Today, arriving Wednesday. So I'll get that Wednesday, and I'll get the mini split on Thursday. So that's good. Okay, so let's go take a look at the mini split right here. Here's the mini split right there. And actually they do not have any good dimensions on the thing. So here is the bracket that I have to mount. Let me see if I can make that bigger. That bracket right there, number 5, is the one that I have to mount on the inside. So I got stuff up on the top and coming down, so that's no problem. So I'm just going to have to determine how far it is top to bottom, where that is, and put my I'll put 1x3s up there, because my air conditioning line is, holy moly, where is it? Oh, it's down low enough, because further over it was up running, and it's coming down. So it's down low enough that I would be able to mount that thing right here. The only thing is, okay, see all that stuff that I just put in there, the styrofoam and the side sash and door. I'm going to have to take the styrofoam out. All right, so here we go. Here is side sash and door right here. Okay, here's the edge of the new part, and right here is the edge of the old part right here. So we'll go straight up from that. And you can see the light right there. So you can see that one. I think that's about a 1x3 right there. And then there's and then there's a 2x4 right there. So I'm going to put bracing across there, top and bottom, and that's where the bracket is going to go for the mini split, and that's where the inside part is going to go. That way I'll be able to drill a 3-inch hole and won't have to worry about going through the concrete block. So that's the general area where it's going to be. I was going to put it right there, but man, that's too much work putting it over there. So we'll come on the other side, and you can see where that ductwork is. And I have it marked where the line is, electrical line goes out. So we'll follow that. And so basically the right-hand side of the unit on the inside is where the electrical panel should be. We'll see what's on the outside here. So there's where the line comes in. So basically about right here, or no, I could even put it on this side right here and come down with it, and then mount the condenser right here where this garbage can is. That's telephone wire. We don't have the telephone stuff in here. That's the cable, Comcast. Don't really need it. I'll have to check, see where those wires come in. I probably cut them off, but that's probably pretty close to where I want to be with it right there. So it's going to be sitting right here. So that's the plan. And man, I need to paint that. And me and Debbie was talking about painting it. I don't know what color we want to paint it. We're just thinking of some kind of teal. But we'll figure it out. So let me scoot back over here. So I don't know where in the deal I'm going to come up on the ladder here. My bare foot and see. I'm just going to have to move this shit right here. But that's the one. And that's another one. I'll just put 1x3s across there. Move this light over here. So there's where the AC line is right there. So I'll just mount it just right above that. You can see the AC line right there. So that'll work out really well. And I'm still about a foot away from where I need to be, but we'll get there. I just have to clean out all this shit right here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all that stuff. And I cleared all that stuff right there, thinking about that. And then I got to thinking, I don't want to do that shit. So, well, that's one of them, but I'll get that later. I'll put some shoes on because this is killing my feet. These types of rungs right there, man. Whew. Okay, let me switch cameras here now. And it is almost 5 to 5. Okay, there you go. See, NDI on here. Let me shut this off. Okay, there we go. All right, that's the plan. Okay, here we go. All right, I disconnected the wires from underneath, and I already moved the other part over there. Okay, so this, I have this on here with the tape. So I should just be able to peel this up right here. Okay, what do I have over here? I got nails on that side. So this part should be able to come right up. Okay, so let me grab that and pull the wires up. There we go. And I'll just put that up on top right there. Okay, so this is added right here. This is added right here. So let me see if I can get it with just taking this one part out right here. I'm going to have to get my little pliers. Not the easiest thing to get out of there, huh? There we go. It's got tape all the way through it there. I got tape on that end too. All right. So that's how good this 3M transfer tape holds. And there's a nail on the end of it, so for where the track went to cover up the hole. Okay, so, oh, that's business card. Okay. Oh yeah, I got some pins on that side over there, so. All right, so let me take this all the way out. Okay, so there we go. That was easy. So we'll put these off to the side. All right, I've been busy. Let me see. I emptied out a few things up here, and I rearranged some of the cameras, and I had to rearrange this camera over here to point down to show you what I got done over on this side right here, because we're moving right along with that. Now, the only thing I have to do is move all this stuff down underneath here, so I could cut right in through here on an angle. I supported this over here. I might be able to cut this piece out right here. And we'll work from it right there, because this is all glued in right here. If you recall, you know, about a month ago when I put this in here. So my jigsaw is down in that box right there. So go figure. So I got to clean all this stuff out of here and make room for it so I could cut this off so I could slide that ladder in there. Now, you know, the ladder will fit right there, and that'll be centered right where I need the unit. So that'll work out perfectly. Perfect. Well, I got the jigsaw out. Let me get started with this. I just tried calling Debbie, and she didn't answer, so she's either sleeping or they're doing something with her, or she's in the bathroom. I think the sawzall will be a better fit on this, because this isn't long enough. And while I was doing something, I just knocked a chunk of skin off my back of my hand, and it's going to be bleeding forever. Got my sawzall out, and so we'll get ready to do this right here. Almost done bleeding. Hopefully it won't bleed that much longer. So I got to find the best approach to this. All right, Debbie's not feeling too good. I mean, those antibiotics that she's been getting is really taking a toll on her stomach. So I'm gonna try to get the rest of this from the bottom. See if I can get it like this right here. Yep, there's the screw right there. Okay. So, let's see if I can get it out of there, and then I'll be able to trim a little bit more off of it. There you go. All right. Trying to get the pointed edges off of it, so you know, a little cut here, cut there to make it, it'll round it off a little bit. So there we go. Now I can get the ladder up where I need it. All that work I did to get that size session door over there, and had to take it down a month later. So I'll have to redo how this is, and maybe I'll just bring it out like this. I'll have to knock this thing off there too. So this is what I wanted to accomplish here. Get this ladder to right here, hanging out past the wheel right there. So there we go. Now I might have to trim a little bit of the foam right there because it's not hitting right here. So I'll have to take a little notch out of that right there. Yeah, doing some tunneling underneath the track. Let's see if that's enough. Now if I lean it far enough over like that, that'll be good. Just like this. Let me get up on top to see what it's going to be like. And I'm going to have to move all this stuff out of here because I pushed everything over this way, thinking that I was going to put it on the end. But then I realized, hey, I could put it over here and then I won't have to go through, drill a 3-inch hole through the concrete block wall. All kind of stuff over here. This is all plastic. I'm not sure that I'm ever going to use. I might, maybe not. But I'd like to have everything wood on this layout here. Okay, so I could get up there right here. I might have to move this thing over just a little bit more because now that I'm over here, so the two 1x3s that I got, they're the perfect length. I just might have to knock this, bring down the hose a little bit for the air conditioner because I got plenty of space in there. It's not attached over there, but it's attached over here. I'll just drop that down. And that way I'll be able to get this thing level. And it'll be like this. I'll put one here and one up above as soon as I figure out what the vertical dimension is that I need.